Hi Libra, this is your monthly reading for May 2018. So May 2018 for Libra. What's in store for Libra for May 2018? May 2018. Wow, so you start the month off really on a good note, I see, which is more than I can say for most of us that came out of that Scorpio full moon in at April 29th. So at the end of April, most people got slammed. I see that you came out really on top of that with this sense of, life is amazing, thriving through the power of positive thinking, feeling like a success. I see that you are contemplating new beginnings in your life and forgiving people from your past. And, I feel like, there's still some struggle there with money, and that sort of occupies a lot of your thoughts at the beginning of this month, the month of May. But, it doesn't stop you from celebrating and having a good time. And removing yourself from burdens. Like, I really feel the sense of liberation for you, Libra, where you're feeling like, you know what, I don't have to deal with that bullshit anymore. And you're not. You're just not. You're not, like, holding space for bullshit anymore. So that's really, really positive. So I'm just going to look at how Uranus coming into Taurus is going to affect you. That's going to happen on May 15th. It's the day of the new moon, which also comes, new moon's also in Taurus, and then Mars is retrograding in Aquarius the same day on May 15th. So real massive changes happening with Uranus coming into Taurus, and that's going to be 7 years of changes. So it was in your polar opposite sign for the last 7 years in Aries. So a part of me feels like this is going to be a lot lighter for you, but I'm just going to tune in and see how that affects you, Libra. So how middle of the month for May for Libra. Middle of the month for May for Libra. Yeah, so it's just it's actually kind of crazy because almost every single reading I have done, literally almost every single one, this card shows up for the new moon and for Uranus coming in. It's the Tower card in traditional tarot. So I do see that, you are aware that changes in your life need to occur, that you are not, especially around money and finances, you're doing a great job of balancing all of that stress, but at the same time you feel like this dampening of your spirit because of it. It's kind of weighing you down, but you have this revelation. So this is a sudden revelation that occurs on almost like the day after the Uranus comes in, so May 16th. I see you breaking free from procrastination and just embracing the opportunities that change is going to bring. So again, like I said before I drew the cards, I feel like you're going to take the bull by the horns, almost similar to Aries, where it's like, you know what, Uranus, bring it. I've had 7 years of you, in terms of Aries, 7 years in Aries, and you're like, yeah, you were at the polar opposite end of me, and I turned out just fine. Come on, I'm not afraid of you. With your unexpected, rebellious, mental gymnastics that you like to do. Just remember, Uranus is an energy of innovation. It's an air sign. You can appreciate, I'm thinking Aquarius, who's ruled by Uranus, which is one of the air signs. And Aquarius or Uranus, I'm getting all mixed up here, is that electricity, that almost like being plugged in, and that's what I'm feeling for you, like you're getting that from this transit, if you can call it a transit, the 7-year placement, whatever. So let's see for the end of the month how the Sagittarius full moon is going to pan out for you on May 29th. All right. So I do see some of you might be struggling a little bit near the end of the month, so the 24th, 23rd, maybe even the 20th onward. And some of you might be undergoing some loss. Maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's just, you're just like, okay, with this change that brought this sense of liberation, it's almost like a revolving door where it's like, oh yeah, but I have to leave that behind, so it kind of hits you a little bit later, so around the 20th, 21st, 23rd, 24th, that kind of a thing. And you start to get pretty organized with yourself afterwards. So in terms of the full moon, I'm just going to pull some cards from the Robin Wood deck. Some cards from here. So the full moon for Libra, It's definitely going to bring some awareness to things that might have been hidden, things you have to clean up. And I sense this surrender that you bring, like, okay, well, there's literally nothing I can do about it. I'm just gonna have to deal with it, and surrender. So, my themed card for this week. I laugh because it's been like crazy. I keep pulling the Hangman every day for myself. So basically that message is to just, not to struggle, like to allow whatever's happening happen, go inward and find your peace and center there. That's what I feel like you gain from the Sagittarius full moon at the end of the month. So just to recap, I see you coming in with a positive attitude, getting a little bit of a setback, after, and then the new moon, and you get this sense of liberation, knowing that there's change, and then again you kind of get set back because it's like, oh yeah, I have to leave some things behind. But then you're kind of like, okay, I can do this. Hangman, just surrender, whatever, stoic look. Nothing's really nothing's really gonna phase you. Let's grab the card. Definitely, the guides are saying do not push away opportunities to go inward. Get more sleep. That's a big one for you this month. Don't use up all your mental energy. Try to get more sleep as much as you can, and maybe start an earlier bedtime routine even, because I feel like you might have a little bit of insomnia closer to leading up to that Sagittarius full moon on the 29th. Honor any feelings that you have, that there's a better way, and take a leap of faith, like the Fool card. I feel like you have to kind of respect and honor anything that comes up that's sort of guiding you to move towards, something different, something unexpected, something new, something outside of the box. So really align with that Uranus energy, and I feel like you will handle this new movement with complete and utter grace. I hope that helps you. If you want a more personal reading, you can message me. I do online, in person, or over the phone. And also check out my weekly readings. Share this with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, and talk to you soon.